If you can't wholesale real estate after this, you are I'm telling you right now, wholesaling real estate has never been easier and it's just gotten so much easier to have success in wholesaling. I'll be breaking down the 4 simple paths you need to be doing in 2026 to start getting wholesaling real estate deals with the simple, easy process. Guys, AI makes your life so much easier, and if you're not utilizing it with all these extra lists, you ain't making any money wholesaling real estate. So let's all break it down. The reason why wholesaling real estate has just become so much easier is because you can just unlock what I call the mindset of a champion or the mindset of a rich wholesaler. You really got to understand this. Once I unlock this in your brain, it is pretty much going to be impossible for you not to get wholesaling deals if you follow exactly what I say. You have to understand that money is everywhere. Wholesaling real estate deals are everywhere. And like it or not, depending on how you think in your life, you're going to get a wholesaling real estate deal. Regardless if you cold call, do any effort, there will be real estate deals to be done. There will be wholesaling deals closed. It's just up to you to go after here and get it. You got to remember, it's like saying there's no fish in the ocean. There are plenty of fish in the ocean. And either you're going to catch the fish or a shark or another fisherman's going to catch it. There are fish in the ocean for you to be catching. There are sellers right now that need to sell. You just got to go out here and find them. There are buyers right now looking for deals. You got to go find them. The thing is, most wholesalers just never take up the opportunity to its fullest potential of wholesaling real estate. It's not because they're not smart enough, they don't have enough time, they're not using the craziest, fanciest software. Most wholesalers fail from one simple word, and that word is focus. Guys, I'm telling you right now, the reason why wholesaling real estate is just going to become so abundant and easy for you is if you can just focus. Focus on the most important aspect of wholesaling real estate. You see, I get people that come to me all the time and says, wholesaling's so hard, it's so difficult. I've been wholesaling for 2, 3, 4, 5 years and I haven't still gotten a wholesaling real estate deal. Well, let me tell you the dang truth. I'm just going to make, with a snap of a finger, wholesaling real estate super easy. Just focus on the one thing that is going to make you the most money. What is that? Marketing. Simple. Just figure out exactly how to find sellers. Guys, marketing is by far the most important skill set you can have in wholesaling real estate. I would argue to say that 80 to 90% of all of your effort in wholesaling should only be thrown into marketing. And here's the best news for you. You don't need money to get marketing ready. You don't need really any skills to start marketing and finding motivated sellers. You just have to have focus and just a little bit of time. Nothing too crazy, but just a little bit of time and a lot of focus, and you'll end up finding these deals, which ends up making you money. See, I'm not asking you to go get a software. I'm not asking you to go out here and pay for all these things. All I'm asking for you is just to focus and put your time into this business. That is it. Now I'm going to gander and tell you something that's going to be a little uncomfortable, but right here's your phone. I promise you right now, if you can just look at your screen time, where I'll gander to say, if you're 19, 20 years old, you're probably 5 or 6 hours a day on your phone. I know the memes are awesome and they're hilarious, but if you can learn to start transferring your screen time into actually time on a computer or time actually on the phones calling people and actually going out here and marketing, your life will change forever. You see, this phone right here is your biggest source of wealth and your biggest distraction. If you could stop yourself from being distracted on your phone and actually start using it to find wholesaling real estate deals, your life is going to completely change. And again, I'm not making this video to get as many views and clicks as possible. The whole point of this video is to convert people who are just not focusing into focusing with the right strategy I'm going to teach you today so you can actually get wholesaling deals. There's a reason why I have more testimonials and successful students than pretty much anybody else in the entire industry. And that's because of one main fact. I don't focus on, oh, it's direct mail and PPC and SEO and closing and dispo. No. That's not how you make the money. Trust me, I can go out here behind a computer screen and behind the camera and say, hey, bro, if you just drop $7K a month in marketing, your whole life's going to be easy. Wholesaling real estate's going to be simple. That's all you have to do. Just drop $7K. Just drop a little $7K right there, a little $7,000 right there. And that's all you got to do. And you get all the sellers and all the deal. That's stupid. Guys, I remember wholesaling real estate with only $300 in my bank account. You do not need to be dropping that kind of moolah. I mean, anything above $1,000, in my opinion, is complete overkill. Because $1,000, you could be sending over 100,000 text messages. And anything above that, you're killing yourself. I mean, with $1,000, I can give you 4 to 5 wholesale deals every single month. But you just have to focus, guys. I think so many people watch all these different influencers and YouTubers and all these different strategies. We just need to focus on one simple system that's going to make you money. Now, I'm going to give you my 4 simple systems, regardless of your budget, if you have no money or some money at all, to get started in wholesaling real estate. So we understand that the mindset is going to be with the first thing I got to solve before I give you the strategy. You see, a lot of these wholesaling videos is, this is how you get money in wholesaling real estate. Here's the strategy, go do it. And then people come, they watch the video, they get excited, they try. See, this is the big word, to try, and they get nowhere in their life and they wonder, why am I not becoming successful? It's because most people are stuck in what I call like the real estate coach hamster wheel, right? They first and foremost, number one, they learn a new strategy, they get excited, they start doing it, then it gets boring, and then they go to say, oh, this actually like is a grind. It's not new and exciting. Then boom, they go and get a new method. And then they get the new method, they try it. So basically new method, it's so exciting. They do it, they feel excited, and then it gets boring. And then at 4, you start thinking it's a grind and it sucks. And this is not what it's meant to be. And then you go back into new, and then you found a new method. And then it's this perpetual like hamster wheel. And this is why you see so many people, real estate wholesaling coaches, that like come up with like a brand new method of doing real estate deals every single 6 months. It's because they have to keep reselling you a $5,000 or $10,000 coaching package. And they can't show you that, just pull government lists and that's going to work. That doesn't sell anything. They have to give you on the new strategy. And the problem is, it's like how a lot of men are. And again, I'm not going to say you are or most people watching this, but a lot of guys end up just being in like multiple relationships and they get divorced all the time. It's because, they get a new girl. It's so exciting. They have a good time and then they get bored and they see a new one and they're like, oh, I'm just going to go divorce my wife and go to the new one thinking it's going to be better. And then she ends up being boring for you. And then you get a new one. And it's like, it's crazy. This is how a lot of guys are. And 80 to 90% of my audience are men. Now, I love my wife. I've been with my wife for years and years and years, and she's the best thing in the world. But I'm also a guy that used to eat chicken and rice every single day for like 5 years straight throughout college and before I got married. And so like, I could do the same thing every day. Like I love cold calling. I used to cold call 5 hours a day. Like I never got bored because it's all discipline for me. But a lot of guys are like that, where they get a new car and the car gets boring, and then they get a new car because it's exciting. Then that car gets boring and they get a new one. It's just how a lot of people are. But like, you gotta understand this, that like, if you can just focus on one method and stick to it, you're going to have success. So let's break down the 4 methods, regardless of your budget, that you could start doing to start having success. So the first one, and the one I'm probably going to push a lot of people to do, if you have absolutely no money, is just go out here and go to Zillow. And this is just for like no money at all. Just go to Zillow and use my simple script that I teach everyone how to do. And if you just spam the Zillow for sale by owners and you specifically go after properties that are 100 days old, you make sure you offer at least 60% of the listing price and you keep like a 70% MAO, there's really no way you lose. Now, I'm gonna say this without bragging, but for the past 5 live streams I've done, I've gone live for about an hour and a half each live stream. I literally go to Zillow, I go to filters, I filter by owner posted, I scroll down to properties that are over 100 days old, and I find all the older postings, and I look for an ugly house, kind of like this one right here, and I just call them up and lowball them on the property. So this property here, for example, this one looks like it's actually pretty old. It's been listed for over 100 days. Obviously needs a lot of work, needs some renovations. I would go out here and call the property owner right here on this phone, and I would offer to buy his house for $50,000 to $60,000 and try to sell it to a cash buyer for 65, maybe 70 grand, collect a quick $5,000 to $10,000. I cannot make this any simpler for you. Now, here's the truth. My past 5 live streams, I've gone 5 for 5. It doesn't mean every single offer I make the seller accepts, but I end up always getting someone to accept my lowball offer because I always start by talking about the pictures of the property. I say, hey, is this the owner of the property? Yes. Hey, are you still looking to sell? See, I say the word still because I want them to really understand here that, yeah, this property's been listed for a while. Hey, how are the pictures compared to what they look like now? Because I know you listed it over 100 days ago. I was just trying to see if these pictures are updated. Oh no, they're 100 days old. Okay, great. I'm putting in their mind subconsciously that the property's been listed for a while. And then from there, I go down the line. I talk about more of the house. I say, if I'm going to buy this, looks like it needs a little bit more updating than I want. And I don't know if that 100,000 price is going to work for me. I was just seeing if there's any wiggle room on the price here because I can't be at 100,000. I'm kind of like running away from them, right? I don't know. And they either have to say, yeah, no, I could have some wiggle room. Oh, what would work for you? And then you go back and forth and either you give a lowball offer, they get a lowball offer, you negotiate, try to get a wholesale deal. It's really that simple. Now, number 2 is even easier. Now, this really depends on your budget, but I'll tell you this. If you just have a stack where you just pull government lists And I'd probably say you need about the average budget in wholesaling. So let's say the average budget about $300 a month, which honestly is not a lot of money at all. You could work an extra couple hours a week and you could pay this no problem. But about $300, I'd probably say you could send about 20,000 texts. And this is really like the lazy man's guide. Like if you're really lazy, this is going to be easy. Pull all of your government lists plus all the vacant properties. Make sure they're high equity. And all I'm going to do is just have you text blast this list on X leads. X leads is about $97 a month on the basic plan. So 97 plus 200. So 20,000 going to cost you about $200 of texting plus $97. You're in at about $300 for the month, and you text blast all your government lists and high equities on xleads.com. And honestly, at that point, 20,000 texts should yield you around 5 really good leads, like really, really hot leads. And if you can't close 1 out of 5, like, I don't know what you're doing. I mean, guys, and this is for people that have X leads. So if you do have an X leads account, you actually get access to our real estate deal school included. So what real estate deal school is, it's our paid school group. It's about $25 a month, and we teach you how to make money in real estate. But what's really cool is we have a step-by-step breakdown, a 7-step process of how to get your first real estate deal and how to start getting deals. But in there, we teach you exactly how to do our high volume SMS marketing. Now, again, I'm not trying to sell you to have you pay $25 to be in the group. If you have an X Leads account, you actually get access to this group completely for free. See, members with an active X Leads account receive this for free. If you have an X Leads account, we actually have 8 coaching calls every single week. And I'd hop on there. We have brand new SMS marketing templates and workflows in here you can be working on. But from there, just go to the real estate deal school with an X Leads subscription that you get included. And from there, we'll show you exactly how to do high volume SMS text blast and get deals. But to be honest, you need like 5 hours a week at most to do something like this. Maybe 10. But if you're somebody who's lazy and you have a little bit more of a budget, or you're doing this like part-time, this is probably by far going to be the best goal for you to do, especially if you're lazy and you don't want to work too hard. Number 3, and this is actually like way simpler, I'd probably push you to just wholesale land. So one of the easiest strategies for you to get wholesaling deals, and this is because I've made hundreds of thousands of dollars this week wholesaling land. I mean, this is how simple it is. But if you just wholesale land where you find the builder first, you then get the buy box from the builder, and then you just pull a list with the buy box on like X Leads and you get skip traced, then all you have to do is text or call the list. You then get a contract, you send the contract to the builder, boom, you get it assigned, then cha-ching, you get your money and you run off to the sunset. So wholesale land's simple. Remember, you find builders. I would go to Zillow, go to the new construction, see who owns those properties, call them up, go to the acquisitions department, get their buy box, pull a list of those type of sellers, text or cold call them, get a contract, get it signed, and make a ton of money. Now, the fourth and really simple way to do this is just to do what I call door dashing deals. And what I mean by door dash deals is I just want you to go out here and put sticky notes on pre-foreclosures. So what I want you to do is pull a list of pre-foreclosures from the county. We teach this all inside my free real estate wholesaling school group, freewholesaling.com. And I'd write on the sticky note, go to the dollar store, get a sticky note, get a pen, write on the sticky note, hey, this is Zach, I had a quick question about your property. Please give me a call back. Put your Google Voice number. And I want you to slap them on all the doors of all the pre-foreclosures. Now, to make this even easier for you, you could just pull a pre-foreclosure list on like X Leads, for example. So just go to leads, for example, here, put your city or county. Let's just do Port St. Lucie really quick right here. And let me just filter this by pre-foreclosures. Boom. Just go to exclude. You need the Pro or X plan for this, but get rid of active listings or active investor owned. I'd scroll down here. We want to max the value at least $500,000. Choose individual or trust owners. Then I want to make sure there's at least 40% equity because there's going to be a decent amount of these low equity ones, especially in Florida. And then from there, you have your list of 317 properties in pre-foreclosure. Now, to filter this out even better, what I'm probably going to do is go down here to go to last notice date for the foreclosure. So I want the last notice date to be at least at the start of, of last month. So at least 60 days. And you're going to have about 15 properties, a little more. But this is like a standard small little list. These are all pre-foreclosures. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this entire list really quick. And of course, some counties are different. Let me actually just do St. Lucie County. So let's do the whole county. Comes about 17 properties. So I'm going to select all of them really quick. I'm just going to export it. Add lead trace property details. Okay, export the data. I'm then going to go to gemini.google.com. So this is actually Google's AI. And all I'm going to do is upload it right here. So I'm going to upload that list I just exported. And I'm going to have it create a route for me to put sticky notes out. So here's how I'm going to prompt the AI. Just say, I live on Aroso Boulevard in Port St. Lucie. This is just an example. I don't live on Oroso, but I live in Oroso Boulevard in Port St. Lucie. I want you to map out a route of these addresses for putting sticky notes on the door for a Friday morning. So right here, it created the map. It says, if you live here, so go to these addresses, this address, and this address, and it does it all for you right here. You can even ask it to create a map to make it easier for you, and it'll connect you to Google Maps. And from there, it's like, okay, so if you live here, this is where you're going to do your driving map. And so it can literally just do the waypoints for you, which is really cool. So it says, okay, start here, A, B, C, D, and E. It'll make the most effective driving route for you to put sticky notes on doors. Guys, this is like a no-brainer. You don't even think and you do it. Now, the real question is, once you put the sticky notes on the door, you're going to put 20, 30 out in the week. You're going to get a lot of calls back because you're going to get a lot of people saying, hey, you put a note on my door. What do you want? And by the way, that's amazing. You're getting in front of these sellers in pre-foreclosure. You're going to say, me and my partner put that note on the door because we're looking to buy properties in the area. Are you looking to sell it? Well, why did you put it on my door? Hey, I think it was probably my partner that did it. I mean, he looked like he drove by, he saw it looked like a house he wanted to buy, and we're looking to buy a house in the area. Are you looking to sell? If they say no, don't have the conversation. But if they are looking to sell, have a convo and get a wholesaling deal. It's honestly that simple for you to start getting wholesaling real estate deals. Guys, it cannot get any easier than this. So if you're ready to get started, do me a favor, make sure you smash the like button, subscribe, go to freewholesaling.com, my free real estate wholesaling school group for you to learn how to wholesale real estate completely for free. And I'll see you in the next video. This is Zach Ginn signing out. Have a blessed one.